one of the amazing stories, it says in the Gemara Masechet Ta'anit, that testifies to the issue of what the significance of making the right decisions with money. It's also relevant to Purim, by the way. The Gemara Masechet Ta'anit talks about one of the greatest sages that ever lived, Rabbi Hanina ben Tardion. Rabbi Hanina heard there is a gzera, there's a decree by the evil Romans, anyone that teaches Torah, death penalty. Death penalty. What does Rabbi Hanina do? He goes and he teaches Torah in public, in open areas. Rabotai, shiur Torah. Where? Middle of the street. 500 people, 1,000 people. He doesn't have to send emails, text messages, WhatsApp, have him from India 24 hours a day, begging people to come to shiur Torah. Over there, Rabbi Hanina, shiur Torah, 500 people show up. 500 people show up, shoot in the middle of the street. They're going to kill you. It's their problem. What do you mean it's just going to kill you? Shiur Torah, shiur Torah, shiur Torah, shiur Torah, shiur Torah, shiur Torah. Over there, they have YouTube, so you have to keep doing shiur Torah. Can't just repost the same thing, call it a different name. So, shiur Torah, shiur Torah, shiur Torah is Rabbi Yossi ben Kizma. Hears about this. He says, is it true? Is it true what I hear? What do you hear for that? Is it true that you're teaching Torah in public? He goes, yeah, it's true. Haven't you heard, my son, that the evil Romans are killing everyone that teaches Torah, and Hashem has signed off on it because He has allowed them to kill Am Yisrael? Meaning, it's not just that the Romans are willing to kill for anyone that teaches Torah, it's that Hashem is allowing them to do it. We have the 10 martyrs. He killed all of them. They took each one of them with a mitah meshunah. They killed them in unusual deaths. They took Rabbi Akiva, they peeled his skin, they sold his meat in the middle of the market as meat, like it's steak. Shem Hashem, what they did to the Chachamim. Says, and you're teaching in public? What does Rabbi Hanina say? Rabbi Hanina says, Hashem Yazor. Rabbi Yossi says, what? Hashem Yazor? I'm teaching you divrei chokhmah, and that's the kind of response you give me? I would be surprised if they don't burn you with the Sefer Torah together. So no, would you guys actually think for a moment that Rabbi Yossi was cursing or wishing bad on Rabbi Hanina? Chas v'shalom. So what was he doing? What was he doing? Rabbi Yossi saw prophecy. He saw this is what's going to happen. Ruach HaKodesh. So what does Rabbi Hanina ask at this point? Why'd you curse me? Why'd you say this to me, Kvod Harav? Shouldn't I get a mitzvah? Isn't a big mitzvah? Zikuy Rabin, Kiruv, I'm teaching Torah, even though I'm putting my life on the line? It's a mitzvah, no? What does Rabbi Hanina say? Rabbi Hanina says, Kvod Harav, please tell me, do I have a share in the world to come? Instead of saying, Kvod Harav, why are you saying such things? Hashem will help us. He said, all he has one worry. Do I have Olam Haba or no? Meaning, he doesn't know. We are for sure going to Olam Haba. He doesn't know. He's teaching Torah in the middle of the street, death penalty every 2 seconds. And we are all confident, Olam Haba is waiting for me only. Olam Haba, we're positive Olam Haba is waiting for us. Him, he doesn't know. He opened 500 kolas, 500 yeshivot. In every city there's a yeshiva, Rabbi Hanina ben Tardion. He's teaching in the middle of the street. He doesn't know if he has Olam Haba. We are positive we have Olam Haba because we donated $100 last week. So Rabbi Yossi says to him, tell me some of your deeds and then I'll tell you. Why, it's not enough that he's teaching Torah 500 people every 5 minutes. It's not enough that he opened 500 yeshivot. It's not enough that he's a Tana Kadosh, he can revive the dead. It's not enough? No. He says, well, one time, I collected some money for Purim, for Matanot La'evyonim, they collect for the poor. I collected some money for poor people, and the money that I collected for the poor people got mixed up with my money. and I didn't know which was my money, or what's the matanot la'evunim, to the poor people. So I just gave it all away. I gave it all to the poor people. Rabbi Yossi says, may my share be like your share. Chazaku baruch, alvai alai, that I'll be like you. His rabbi says, alvai, I'll be like you. Wait a minute. Rabbi again, alav shalom, asks a serious question. Wait a minute. It's not, if you are going to say that Romans are going to kill him because he's teaching Torah, that's logic. You don't have to be a Talmid Chacham. If he has a doubt whether he's going to go to Olam Haba or not, that's because he's anav, he's humble. But now he's telling you that he's honest with money, and he's saying, oh, may my share be like your share. Wasn't it be good enough if my share was like your share, with all the yeshivot that he opened, with all the shurim that he gave, with all the CDs that he printed, with all the emails that he sent out, all that? No, it's not good. This is where we learn Rabotai. He says, all the shurim that you gave, and all the yeshivot that you opened, all the sifrei Torah that you wrote, maybe you did it for the right reason, maybe not. Why? You always get a little kavod. Everybody says, Kvod Arav. Everybody says, how are you? They give you special attention. Maybe you got extra kavod. You got extra respect because you teach Torah. They treat you with respect. Everybody sees the mitzvah that you're doing when you open a kollel, Rabbi Chanina. Everybody knows that you're a kollel. So you got a lot of honor for this mitzvah. You donate a lot of money. Everybody knows, oh, it's so-and-so's building. Everybody knows you. So maybe you did it not because you care about the yeshiva. You did it because you care about people liking you. You care about people saying that you're the greatest. You care about people saying you give good shurim. You care about people saying, oh, wow, what a chidush. You care about the kavod. Why? Because everyone sees your mitzvah. So the mitzvah could have a little bit of bias in it. A little bit of poison in it. A little poison in it. Why kavod? Kavod is poison. But when you were honest with your money, that's a mitzvah no one saw. That's a mitzvah no one saw, because no one knew that you mixed your money with the poor. No one knew you mixed your money, and you decided to give all that money to the poor, which means that mitzvah no one saw, and you still did the right thing. So if you did the right thing when no one saw, that means that everything you did do, that everyone saw, was also the right thing. If you're honest with your money, you'll be honest with everything else. If you're honest with your money, you'll be honest with everything else. If you're not honest with your money, you're not honest anywhere else. Everyone looks like a tzaddik in the Beit Knesset. I always say it. Everyone looks like Moshe, Aaron, David, Shlomo. You have Avraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov. You have everybody in the Beit Knesset. As soon as they leave the Beit Knesset, you have Esav, Paro, Nimrod. All of them turn into that. They mutate. What happened? In Beit Knesset, everybody looks like tzaddik. How are you outside of the Beit Knesset? That's when the Gemara, Masechet Shabbat, page 32. They say, the Gemara asks, what questions do they ask you when you get to Shamayim? What questions they ask you? First question, did you conduct your business with Emunah? What's Emunah? You think about Hashem. Before you took the money from the client, do you think, what does Hashem think? Before you took the contract, what does Hashem think? If you're honest with your business, you'll be honest everywhere else. If you're not honest with your business, everything else you have is a lie. Your marriage is a lie. Your child is the way you're raising your kids is a lie. The schools you're sending your kids is a lie. Everything's a lie. If you're not honest with your business, you're lying everywhere else. Everywhere else. You may not be 100% lie everywhere else, but everything else has a bias. Everything else has a little poison in it. Why? Because that's the test.